I think this is a massive because you're walking into that combo.
Okay, well this is the original to an extent. EG comp. We got 2 of them. Got Lev on defense, we got G2 on attack. Molly that goes to heaven, and they were trying to do a damage. Oh my god, is he not mid-air?
What is that? What? Up in the sky. And Sky High indeed just removes 2 of them like an angel of death.
No way, Jonah P got one. And then he delayed long enough for Leaf to get over towards heaven.
To collect up the stragglers right from behind. Still Spike drop down and Tex has chances, opportunities.
Leaf managed to cross in time.
Is there Spike?
He picked up the Spike.
Spike's gone. No. Flash up and over, dodging, drifting, the movement is all over the place. It's a team flash. He self-blinds himself, for God's sake. He flashed both of them so he can escape.
Himself
He's
and
away
got
like
out of
I was
there.
going to say a thief in the night, but a thief in broad daylight.
Yeah.
In the full light of the sun.
It's hard to see when he's there straight at it. Tex drifting around now.
If there is any justice in the world, Tex will win this round.
Turrets catching
Oh my goodness, how?
Oh, speeded into it and it gives Leaf that chance.
He got the wrong read on what was going on. When his turret went off, he thought that Leaf was
Yeah,
going
he
for the
thought he was
wraparound.
flanking behind and he'd already gone there.
It is a gamble,
Then
but
the
he
flash
went
came
for it.
out.
Bunny hopping up there.
That was incredible, dude. It was also it was sick from the.
I've got to see this again. How is Jaw killing 2 with the right
Whoa,
click?
that's mental.
Unbelievable.
Get the devs in here right now! Immediately!
They're laughing, man. They're laughing.
Well, of course they're laughing.
Jaw right-clicks someone in the air and they're laughing.
We're not showing the tears on the Leviathan side of the stage. The raw fury.
Get the devs in it now.
A weaker map for G2.
Dude, he plays a different game. He actually plays a different game. Look at him. He's these flashes are criminal.
No remorse.
I've never seen as many team flashes or self flashes in the space of 2 rounds.
A wild clash, similar to the pistol round setup, to be honest, from both sides. And yeah, this time, the gun difference makes all the difference. Leaf hoovering up another ult orb greedily.
Nice shot.
Gets another one there from the death.
These players are low, Josh.
It is. I mean,
it's crazy doable. The turret could take down Valen.
Trent has had the regen armor, so he's actually up to beyond a single tap of the sheriff. But everyone else goes down to a light breeze. Tex has another opportunity to win a big clutch.
The holding though, util off of the contact.
Dude, this is the gun, man.
Running around.
Pick up the guns.
Molly drop down.
Any guns.
To the feet, drone at the back. Detained, revealed.
Ignoring double stingers.
There is no easy access text.
Okay.
Just forced to run straight into them.
Bullied by Trent. Bullied by the sheer amount of util available.
Walked by double stingers.
And we'll see how this one ends up playing out. But I really want to keep in mind the
bonus
idea
is looking
that this
decent.
is the 2023 meta, potentially playing against the 2025 meta right now on Fracture.
Yeah.
Newer doesn't always mean better.
The device is Vice Teo.
Some of these players, for example, Demon1.com, when they played on EG, looked amazing playing this composition.
Let's make 'em dance.
But we'll have to see how it all plays out. G2 going for a set pinch again on the B side.
Not shaking up anything, are they? Molly up and over the top as well.
Good
where that
reaction
came from, it is. Great reactions at that, trying to spray down though, can't quite control it. This time he is, but he's squeezed up. That is a stun that is picture perfect. Point and click adventure game. Demon 1 forced to answer back. Not for long though. Immediately sitting straight back into the spectator queue. He'll be waiting, watching, see if his team can even do anything about it. Jomo, that is your team's flag.
there is no Vice on the opposite team.
There's no room to breathe.
At the same time, the slightest little drop.
We can't meme on FNS, but let that one slide, surely.
Create space for Trent to get across. Yeah. And they have done it.
Attack out through the back. Earns himself the one though.
Nade.
Aware now of his positioning. Nade up and over the top. Trent back to the wall.
Yeah, didn't have any legs behind it. Honestly, I think he thought he was planning closer.
I can understand the tank sending the nade over there, but now he's got a 1v2.
You'd imagine Leaf just hits it. With the
There
kill, Leaf gets his ult, and the ult is pretty good on B
really
underpass.
You're just getting battered non-stop.
But this time,
pretty good enough
this
stun
time it's
also.
the tempo that's suffocating, right? It's the pace of the game. And G2 having so many layers to what they're doing. Leaf is currently looking like one of the best players in the world, absolutely ripping so far.
Yeah, he's
But
wrecking
one of
with
the
Outlaw.
reasons why he looks so good is because
Leaf
he's
Outlaw
so
one
confident.
trick.
He's running up, running through
It's a
the
broken
smoke
gun,
and
man.
trading
Someone's gonna
trading
use
out
it.
his,
Someone's gonna get it nerfed.
opponents. Never afraid.
Yeah.
Never
It was
afraid.
heavily underutilized last
Looks
year.
different. I'll see in that B split, the clash over towards Arcade that we kind of used
He's
to
the
at this
OG
point.
Outlaw
Door
abuser,
opens
and
up,
he's
it's
been
not
doing it
shocking.
consistently. Yeah, he was involved in it last year.
Positions to play.
Gonna hit his drone. Gonna make a play off the back of it. Wait a second, fault line. Pushing these players back and away here. That's gone 2. And okay, well, just getting away with murder now, aren't we?
He's
Still,
full blind, nice
Sheriffs
shots.
knocking and
Solid
toppling, the heads
shots.
are rolling. This is what LEV needed. Get themselves straight back into things. Leaf
Yeah.
is left.
And honestly,
alone.
once they start giving some ults
Like,
online,
drop down, it's well away
they
from
got
him. He's
they
gotta
got a
try
really
and reclaim
strong
this
ult
space.
comp.
But you got to think. Rifles in the hands, doubled up. It's a high-low setup.
On an off angle as well.
Yeah, good luck breaking this. Leaf would have to almost toggle to see if he can get it done.
Oh my
Hold
god.
on.
No more thorns.
Spotting just a shoulder. Receives
You
his
get
kill.
tempted to
He has
use
the
your
ult.
ult.
Knows where the 2 of them are. Spotted a killjoy. The tank does have the ult. Showstopper might be
Oh.
necessary, but not loading it, not
Holy,
using
he's almost-
it.
He almost absolutely owned it. Okay, nicely done from LEV in the end. Shout out to Demon
Lev
One, he had
had
some
to
great
win
shots.
that. Once they got themselves into
I
a
mean, they all
three-v-one
had some good
scenario,
shots, but he
they
hit
had
2 of
to
them.
put down Leaf. And it took everything to get there, but the thrifty round off the back of Demon One hitting some beautiful Sheriff shots. Finally, the aim god showcasing why we know him for that kind of talent, and the tank cleans things up. A rare bad call there from Valen, choosing to commit into the stack over towards Halls instead of reacting in the opposite direction once he realized there was 3-4 players in that area.
Molly over
Making it
towards
look like it's a
Heaven
fast
again.
B with that Molotov that lands over towards Heaven. You can see this is already pulling defenders. That Molly almost exclusively gets used for fast B executes.
No way. The volley pulls
See the
2 of
volley
them
fire
there.
just flying
It's
overhead.
insane.
Players
Smokes
move
go
away from
down,
their
but 2
positions
of them.
now.
Sorry, only
Quick
one
delay to
person's
try
in
and
front
get
of
this
it.
util out and over.
Yeah, and
Showstopper
Jorgamo.
through into spawn.
Dude, that's
just wraps
nice.
around.
We got a
Brings Tex
a
down to the
Vice
grave.
lineup.
The
Did
only
go
player that could have
did go
really stopped
through
this
the
was
roof, or does it go the
Calm,
other
going for a
side? I'm
swing.
not sure. I think it goes on the floor. But then that slows you when you're trying to flood, and then
Fast, man.
They are pushing.
dude,
Yeah,
they got
great
some good
shots.
stuff on this.
Scattering these players around, trying to knock them around like bowling pins. Rocket straight through the door. This is anarchy in
Yeah.
action.
Dude, this
Trent's
was
gonna try
sick
and lock
though.
This one down
This
himself.
whole round
Steel
was sick,
guard
to be
now
honest.
Overlaid on top. Guns
shot.
and weaponry still
Ooh,
alive. and
it's
kicking in the
doable
hands
with low
of few of
HPs.
these players, but Com is a one-man army. He's taking it
Speaking
over.
of low
Hunter's
HPs
Fury
though.
is earned. Now being used to see if they can cleave away into the side. Jorgamo nowhere
Leave.
to stand. And safety. Not really an
Okay,
option
very
there
nice.
for
Dude,
Leaf.
shout out to Com. Com did a lot here. 52 HP,
Welcome
17
home,
HP,
Com.
36
He's back
HP.
to
This is
fracture,
still pretty
and he
nice from
looks so
G2 though. I like the hit.
comfortable.
Dude, Molly over towards
Had a
Heaven to make it look like a
fantastic
fast
game.
strat they
Last
ran
time we saw him on
earlier.
stage against Fury,
And
winning
then
clutches
we
all over
got
the
double
place.
smokes, but this
And a
guy gets
very
hit by the
slow
thorns,
start
so he actually
in
gets
this
slowed
match.
down, so that all
Couldn't
hits
really get
him.
online on Pearl.
Yeah, that's some
But
nice
here,
stuff.
after the tank opened the door, Com, he just barreled through. He's playing on his own in Halls. It's not like he really had a bunch of setup for that. He looked fearless, charging forwards with the Phantom and getting a final 3rd kill there with his Sova ultimate. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, and they're starting to
Lev
get some
showcasing
ults
that they
online,
can
and they're going
match
up against
this
an eco.
Frantic pace that
Yeah, they
G2
can
have set
make this a
early on.
good.
And I was hoping that was
a
gonna
good
be the
close
case.
map.
Moving over to Fracture, if you're going to pick it, Lev, has to be for that reason. We're seeing it made manifest ever so slightly.
Now, normally, when Leviathan played this composition back in 2023, Tex's ultimate, the lockdown, would be a game changer. Now, a single ability from Trent, that salvo, and it's gone.
Yeah.
So
say
you have
goodbye
to
it.
play around that ability cooldown, or wait until Trent's buried 6 feet under before you decide to invest it.
It's around.
Okay, one ult
these
gets the
alls out of
ult.
the
We got
picture.
damage.
Bit of util used to clear up
And we got
towards tower
2
as well.
on
Smokes
site,
gonna
but
make
they're
it
just sitting in
awfully
the same
difficult. Molly's
pause.
at the feet on top of it, and there are bodies falling off onto the side.
Dude,
Twisting
that is
around
not
180
how you want to play
degrees.
site from
Couldn't
Lev.
stand against it. Just being swarmed in these positions. Now Valen going for the plant, debating out all sorts of things. There's a Brimont used to grant him a bit of space, but no one watching it as
Take
the
that,
smokes
though.
dissipate. In through main, a fight to be taken if Leaf ends up toppling. could be monumental, and the tank knows it.
Ooh, nicely done from the tank. That's a shame he didn't expect the second one there.
Is happy to oblige, and there's only one left standing. It's
Okay, Com, you got another round, didn't you?
Go for it wide in the face.
You're talking about 2 HP. We got salvos for this, we got ult for this. Yeah, he made the right decision, couldn't half this one. He's going to have to tap it again. Here come the salvos.
But a moment back onto it. Salvos now need to be pulled out. It's a brutal watch, it really is. And the options dwindling away from to play with. First peak done, time still available, potential there!
Yeah, it's just no time. That was nice kills from him though.
Intuitively, the timer is ticking and he might not even get out with the gun.
Yeah, dude, the two on site really messed up. Like, they need to have some kind of protocol of like, I mean, they can just steal the heretics one. These two can't go. These two can't do this. Like, yeah, heretics have a couple of crossfires they'll go to, and these two kind of needed to lean into that. Especially as the smokes were done, they could have gone to the crossfires.
Utility is in the post plan. The ult, and then the salvo, and then the stun even coming through as well.
Let's just checkmate.
Certainly felt like it. That's the kind of round that LEV cannot afford to lose, and that is the kind of round that Josh RT was talking about, where his players are good enough to be able to come up with the goods, even when
I'll show you the main one that they do once they lose Heaven.
G2 that we're looking at as well, because of the pace that they're playing at.
Yes,
they're so willing to throw just the chaos in the moment and see if they can just make opportunities, make those weaknesses appear that they can potentially just wedge open.
Now we're talking about it being chaotic, which implies some level of sloppiness, but I actually think the executes are really well planned out. They've got these large molly lineups, they know where all of the util's going, they've got great combo of util to clear out these spaces, but the pace is so fast, and LEV are forced to
Stupid agent is a post-plan beast. Worse than enough. I mean, yeah, it is. So if heretics lose, like heretics, honestly, their fracture is really cool to watch. They got a lot of protocols in terms of like lose this side of the map, like we're gonna push here. They have double drone comp, but they also have like lose Heaven. They go to this guy watches Heaven, and this guy will like tuck close to the smoke here. And then, but it doesn't matter if they come out towards here as well, because they can't be seen until they kind of commit because of the box to blocks. So they go into like this crossfire, and it's very, very strong.
Ultimates to work with.
Like just tucking over towards here, basically. They have another one, which honestly I've forgotten as well. I think it's to this corner as well still.
Or your util getting broken, your ult.
Yeah, they got really good. They got really good reactions.
That's one of the reasons you've got to expect.
And that would have been one of them there. Like lose Heaven. Like this would have been perfect. They had the right smokes down, right? Let's go here. Let's tuck in.
Makes it valuable.
Watch Heaven. Watch close. You can trade us off each other as well.
Slow rounds here on Fracture. The Tank King taking space.
Oh no way!
Wait.
Absolutely no chance. Com's trying to get mid-round info with his drone, and they just aftershock him.
Yeah, it's an absolute classic. And I mean, we can't be doing this. Let's just get in. Let's just get in damage, right? Wait. You're gonna tank this ult.
Taken away. Two of the players of Leviathan. He claims that space despite the fact that he is detained. Everybody up and top and over into tower. The molly will shut them out. Seal them out of the picture, trying to step up to it, but that is a brave challenge indeed. Demon 1. He's forged in these fires and he's going to try and make the moves himself! No way! Demon 1 forged on those fires, man! That's unbelievable! Oh, that is brutal!
he actually mollied himself.
The timing was perfect when he pushed the molly.
Yeah, I mean the play was pretty good. He just tanked too much damage going Heaven.
Be aware of your own HP in that situation. I've never seen that before.
Absurd. Absurd. Absurd.
How much damage does Valin output there? So the Demon 1 ends up falling to his own util.
No way.
The Demon 1G. Ruthless.
Demon 1G.
Back down to the bad buys. I mean, Leviathan are going to be used to it at this point. Felt like they never really were able to scramble together the weaponry in time here. Texto drifting in from the back. He's hoping.
It's desperate.
He's hunting, right?
I mean, that one really is desperate. He's just trying to make the play to give his team any kind of opportunity in the round. LEV had an ultimate advantage, now an eco disadvantage.
Surely he doesn't get these kills.
In time, can't quite hit that spray down for the third player, but he's done enough.
And the problem is, G2 are not even under enough pressure to draw out stuff like the Breach ultimate.
No,
Well,
yeah,
Thunder's
dude,
still available
they're
for
just
Jonah
in
P
such a
when
good
we head
spot.
into the
And
next
Breach
round.
still has damage, and
And you
he's
can
managed to
absolutely use that as a
prioritize going
fake
under,
kill
so we can
because
breach
they're gonna buy on it,
damage.
They have to react quickly
They got
against the
the
pace
they got
that
the
G2 are setting.
salvos still.
It's looking
Like this
dominant,
after
and a
plant
reminder
stuff is
for everybody
incredible.
at home that this was the map G2 banned
What's a
against
1G?
C9.
Go
Why
to
LEV have
YouTube
picked
and
it
type
here
in
when it was
Summit
left open,
1G train,
and to me,
and
it
that should
screamed,
come up,
this is
I
a
would
trap,
imagine.
because Breach Taeho is so strong here.
I mean,
But to
G2
see
in
I would
action,
hope it comes up.
It's kind of.
Basically, he stood
they just
in
look
he stood
different,
in
man.
for a
It's
team.
I think, listen, there's
at LAN.
kind of a bit of bail with picking it. How deep
And
can
just
G2's
watch the
map pool
clip,
possibly be?
basically.
They've already looked good on almost every single map that they showcased in that prior series.
Yes.
You have to make
It's
assumptions
an
at some point
absolute
that the map pool's
classic.
got to run dry.
Well, it doesn't look like it yet.
No. You'll be punished for it. Here
Oh,
it is.
yeah, you won't regret watching it. It's a classic.
Oh my God.
George Orgamo's playing his own different game, man. I'm telling you. Every time we go to his POV, he's just flying in the air.
By the way, Brent.
Put the squeeze though on either side, just seeing if they can rip away, tear away
Orgamo's
any
gotta
sort of
join in.
semblance of map control from these players. They're going to be trying to take these fights.
Not sure about
overlaying
this from Com.
smokes.
Com's just left his teammates.
Jogamo got ult. He got ult.
And here it is, Showstopper in his hands.
He doesn't even get the
This leg
kill.
goes down to- Whoa!
Holy
Texas sprayed them all down.
What is going on?
1 minute
And
left in the
Leaf
round,
was
by
on
the way,
top
and it's down to
of
that
the fact that
1v1,
Com
just
took
spot
the
themselves
rope
barely
and he
a
owns
threat
him
to
here.
work with.
Wait, how did
There is
Leaf
no
kill Com?
slowing this down.
This is a ridiculous map on Fracture. LEV runs some
What's going on?
some kind of Southside crunch breach.
Yeah, I need to see all. I need to see all of the.
Control
need to see
over
all
the
of
tree.
this on a replay.
Jogamo caught between two rolling thunders, just getting bullied. Watch him bounce up and down there over towards the box.
Okay, so we get the
And
3.
what a play
Do I
from
get to
Tex,
see
hidden
the?
inside the smoke,
Dude,
kind
I
of
would
baited
love
Demon
to
One
know
get
how
his
Com
triple
dies.
kill. And Leaf, third kill of the round, causing the Valen pop-off. Despite everything, even when LEV get into good scenarios, there's a final hurdle, a final player left for G2 that pushes them over the line.
Shot.
That's a nice one. Tank though, quickly accosted onto the position, swinging around
Nice
here.
shot.
Com's still there.
They're
wants to go for
they're
it.
kind of legit with the
Right of
sheriffs.
the apple. Push
Yeah,
back and
and
away
Demon
though with
One's
the
gonna get
aftershock.
involved.
Demon One creeping and crawling off from the side. That raw aim on display for but a moment before he's put in his grave and across the zip lines. Whee! Leaf gonna be looking to rejoin his team, his teammate.
They have to cross King's sideline.
And they're way open to it. Not anticipating that these players could be there. This is a bit of a weird round, topsy-turvy.
This is one of the rounds, though, that showcases the quality of Leviathan. Oh, and the read on this. They're already clearing arcade. The slower Leaf goes, the more chance. But they're instead going under tunnel.
Are they going to hear that?
No, you can barely hear the zip on this map. If you've got the hearing
It's
of a
got one
dog,
Falls
Do
to
they
play
realise he's
with.
got the spike?
They're at least gonna get a lot of guns.
I mean,
Dude, nah, surely not.
yeah,
Looks like they were overlapped.
Okay, but he spots them so far away.
does Leaf have a chance of being able to win this one? It would be
Yeah.
absolutely gutting if he did. This is
He
another
definitely
one of
has
those
a chance.
scenarios
They're
on
so
an eco
far
where
away.
LEV have got to convert the 3v1.
But they got the weapons.
Leaf gave him a run on it last time, though.
He did.
And he's got the Vice ult again. Same kind of situation as before.
I think you'd anticipate him to.
They got no
a bit more
vision
forward,
block.
honestly, a 1v3.
It is actually
It's a
common
plant for
1vx
deep A
spot to
main.
play over towards Dish here. And you try to catch one as they go towards
They're gonna
site.
heavy think he's A main.
That. Swarming together though, pack mentality. Backs to the wall though! And nobody anticipating it, still guarded offloaded, and why not? Rip the guns away, King forced down to the secondary side.
Okay, wait, King was calm with it. King was
Another
calm
scenario where
though.
Leaf almost gets it done.
Dude, he almost did it.
But
He
LEV
really
take
did.
the round. 3-7 on the Thrifty, and here's the power of the individuals on LEV. And the tank goes for a peek, then Com comes afterwards. Demon One around the back.
All their rounds are
throwing
ecos.
bodies at the problem, throwing Sheriff headshots at the problem. And eventually getting the
Yeah,
job done.
they got double like sheriff rounds now.
They need more of that. 7-5 half, I think, would be, I mean, at this point, the best that LEV can even ask for, but I think would be necessary.
Did King
to get
tap?
the
Yeah,
feeling like
he
they're back in the
tapped.
game.
He didn't even stick like
He
any of it
vaults
though.
well.
He like insta
Expended here.
tapped, but got off it straight away.
Deep dart, it's getting a lot of work done, isn't it? forcing the ult out nice and early. This is a Hunter's Fury, a Com classic. Dart revealing on, a showstopper to squeeze them from behind.
Cool set play.
It really is.
Very EG-esque.
Yeah, just double ult pinch.
Drop down to the double digits. Narrowly avoiding and evacuating. He's got that spike in hand and he needs a bit of a bail.
Yeah, Trent needs to get out of there because
G2 themselves looking to go for a bit of
they got the
exploration.
spike and he just got caught in heaven with spike. Now what?
Plan. It's a minute 10 onto the clock and
Spike's
still,
dropped.
yeah, maintaining that tower control. Leaf regaining it, but creeping up towards the top. He's just spotted, I believe, a leg. Breach, okay, the Brimo pushing him out
Dude, the
wide
tank's
into
farming
open.
him on
The tank
this.
has really stepped up to that challenge. Jorgamo will do his best.
Hey, nicely
There's
done.
only
Shout
so
out to the
much one man
tank. He's
can
striking
do.
pretty heavy.
There's that 4 for Lev.
And a little bit of breathing
honestly,
room
like
here.
a
For
5-7
the
is
first
like a
time in
normal
this entire
half.
series, it feels like Lev starting to put up a bit of a challenge these last 2 rounds. This one really well executed. Love that play. Recon dart into the stun, into Sova ult, and the Sova ult pushes them into the Raze ult. Lockdown as well once Trent had been killed and the salvo was offline. And for the first time, I think, the tank on his feet. Played that round beautifully.
No, he's doing good.
G2 on an eco. Final round of the half, though. Scraping together a buy with Guardian Stingers. And a slow pace to begin.
Just a jiggle. Gonna be hearing the drone at this point, though. Doesn't trigger the fault line. It's being held by King, and you're gonna see a play being made themselves. Luckily, quick evacuation and backing out of there.
They're very aware of Leaf trying to come around
Trent
the inside,
gets
but Leaf's gonna go for a late backstab. He does not have a good
a
weapon
kill.
to be able to take
He
this
gets
peak.
ult.
Very interesting smoke as well, just over to the top of things here. It split up the site entirely. It's G2's own, and Leaf is just taking pot shots, peeking up and
he's
over
just
here.
got every
Through
skill's
the
a smoke
back,
kill.
Spraying and praying. Sometimes you need a bit of divine
Leaf's got another
intervention.
one.
How has Leaf got 2 with a stinger in this spot? How has he got 3?
There's no way, man, you're forcing the issue to this degree. Pressure
Leaf's crazy.
pushed and mounting.
Leaf's
on
so
Jonah P.
crazy. It's doable. He's got his
Trent thrown
salvos.
into it. That is reaction times at work. Salvos in his hand.
Opens
Peace
the
of
door,
mind
goes
granted.
back. Oh,
Opens the door.
commence.
Playing a bit of mind games. Demon 1 diffusing, sticking half onto the board. That gives him win cons to play himself out of this one. Knows the shots
Nice shots from
fired.
Trent
And
again.
What is that?
Dude, fair play though. Leaf's
Individual
Leaf's done
form from
incredible
Trent
to
in 2025
make that a round.
harkens back to the days that he was utterly dominating on the guard when he first made
Dude,
his
they
approach
do
into
a
the tier 1
smoke
scene.
floor and it
I
just
said
gives
that
them
Leaf
pure
would not
angle to
have
heaven.
great
It's really
weapon
nice.
to be able to take those fights. And he's got a 3K with a stinger.
Are they
On
making
his
it
own, he
look like
dish.
he's missed
Over
the
top
smoke on
smokes.
purpose?
Just an explosive half of Valorant. I have to be bringing in the cost code, guys, see how many booms that was worth. But listen,
Or
the
did
second half
Demon 1
is
actually
bound to
miss the
keep going
smoke?
with more of this pace, because listen, I'm here for it.
I'm challenging this. Dude, we can't be missing Brim smoke, surely. It had to have been G2 smoke. I refuse to believe that's a miss Brim smoke. Say what though? This used to be like 4 with the EG comp. You'd be fine. Used to normally get 8-5, 9, sorry, 8-4s, 9-3s on attack. We have an emote representing the amount of hours until the next broadcast. Could do, I guess, but it'd be depressing for me to look over and see that I'm only getting like 3 hours of sleep. Send G2 will be a banger. I mean, yeah, let's wait first. Wait for the confirmation. It's probably going to happen though, I agree with you.
Potentially get 5 really to stand a chance in this one, but who the hell knows? Listen, it's a new half of Fracture, and we see Lev on their attack side. Might have something cooked up. Listen, a pistol round can change the tide of any fight.
And I think they really need this pistol. I said the same thing on Pearl, and I think they could have found an opportunity to get back into that game had they been able to get their best feet under them. But here it again feels like they need a little spurt of momentum to get them back into this. all 5 players from Leviathan going through Dish.
I mean, brave.
And unusual.
Yeah, it might work out though.
Trying to take
Depends on Jonah P in heaven.
Drop. Smoke's going to be dropped down as well to cut up most of the site. And hello,
Full
Satchel play.
offside. Full offside.
What is the play
for
this?
They have
offside.
Aftershock, they have 2
Yeah, they got all
shocks,
the
they have
util.
Brim Molly as well, they've got lineups for everything.
Very interesting.
Double
This is a
shock.
weird round.
And they've just left the
Damage.
tank on the
Molly.
side. Soul utility going to be in the hands of this one, but when you remove
Yeah.
the first obstacle that is the tank,
They're going to go
they
pretty
know it's already
fast on
kicking.
this. They really have
Smoke's
enough
gonna
to
be drifted
delay
over.
this
Can they
whole
get their
time.
heads
Keep
off
an
the
eye on
mollies? They're gonna
Killjoys
be
going
flying.
around the
Look at
world.
Texas flank.
Over the
Look at
top.
Texas flank.
There's another one.
They read
they
it.
got a
Don't know
half.
with half. They read the flank, and he's going to pay for his life with it, but he has brought that win con for his team into the pistol. Now the classics in hand. Tap, tap. There
Anything
they
stop
go.
this?
Drifting
Breach
down
damage?
and away
He's
the
going to tank it.
aftershock.
Whoa, my
Just
goodness.
in time. It's narrowly there. Revealed up to the world. Can even get this one, Trent.
Okay, respect, man. Fair play.
Oh,
That's
that
nice
is
pistol.
beautiful from
That's a
Leviathan.
nice
That is
pistol.
such a cheese round pistol strat.
It's nerdy, isn't it?
That is so funny.
Yeah, that's cool.
The smoke on top site, double blast back into it,
Oh,
knowing that on the
Fnatic.
pistol
I don't
round,
think they
you're
did
not
it
really
as
gonna
heavy
have
as
a
this.
hard
They
site
they've
and
never had the
grenade.
Sova stuff in there
Leaving
because
the
they did it
tank
with the
basically
fade.
just a die.
That is so cheeky.
They have a lineup, nano swarm, reflank through spawn.
This was way heavier than the Fnatic stuff.
But not quite
Like Fnatic would only
anticipating that he was
do
gonna get caught
the
by
max.
the
It was like a
aftershock.
brim,
It's the type
brim
of
and
round
a
that makes you wanna
breach.
install, honestly.
That's a
Maybe
cool
they had the
one.
Killjoy stuff
That
as
is
well,
a
to be
really
fair.
cool one from Lev. Reminiscent of what Paper X used to do back in like 2023, actually,
Yeah.
when they were playing on this map. Really
Paper
fast
X.
execs and
Not sure
huge
Paper
rounds.
X would have the
Honestly, going
discipline
back
to
to
do
like
it.
2022 or 21 as well.
Yeah, aging yourself.
Yeah, I know. Does
We're just
anybody
talking about
remember
Jinx
Oh,
Benkai
Parfin.
on Paper X?
That was a while ago.
Yeah, this is Lev's chance at actually getting back into this game. If they've got more ideas like that, more set plays with the ultimates, more of the kind of stuff that EG would have cooked up under Potter in 2023, that Demon 1 and Com could have brought to this team, then there is a chance that they can get back into this game.
The ults on top of it can be massive. Fractures a map where, listen, they didn't do a pass over and remove some of the orbs that might have been accessible, but looks like most of them are
I mean,
vacuumed
Jonah
up.
must get
Jonah P.
spammed here.
Should
Can the
go over
other two
veil in the
distract
form of
enough?
The missiles, but you're gonna know where he is. That is just ridiculous stuff. Taking peeks and pot shots now in through the smokes.
Okay, I mean they distracted a
Way to
fair
hopes and
amount. He got
dreams
one
of the
from it.
anchoring players,
Armor.
So Lev will be able to get that plant down.
King halfway to his ultimate. They're not going to have anything massive to work with here for the bonus round.
Brashy, of course, dude. It's all good.
Com gets a third. They've got decent weaponry though. Vandal, Bulldog, 2 Guardians. It's dangerous.
When
And
are we
honestly,
uploading
I say that they're not gonna have
G2
a
LEV
massive
Map
ult to be able
1?
to
Let's
work
see,
with,
mate.
but
I'll see
the
if
tank
it's
is
ready
3
to
away
go.
from his ult. It isn't even possible.
Oh wait, it's
on
live
a
already.
halfway fracture.
You're good to go.
You could go around, gather those up. Maybe even get a plant onto him. Have something to work with in the post plant. Does Lev have a set strategy? When I was watching them on Haven, they had really good
What
set
the hell?
strats for their bonus, for their follow-up rounds. So what are they working with here? A flash and a recon, making it feel
You
like
can
they're
turn the
taking
cam
tree
off. This is
control.
where I need the
That's an
Oh my
awkward one to
goodness,
try and peek
the
themselves
slug
into,
PG
but it was
there.
util to supplement. Right there behind him, and they hear the footsteps jumping around. Jorgamo wants to try and put the difference maker in against his former teammate.
There's no
Taking a fight
way
straight
that
to them.
that's
Blow
how he
over the shoulder,
goes
though, Jonah
into
P,
that duel.
Happy.
I mean, no
Take
matter
him
what
out.
he's
That's a
getting
spike earn
traded,
as well
it's
for
just
their
the fact he
troubles.
stays alive.
It'd be so easy to just
It's
go
sick
over the
though
rope,
because
pick
he's
it up.
jumping. Like, think of the angle of where he's jumping to. Like,
Surely.
he's not
Playout making
he's
the
not
rank.
getting traded. Like, he's jumping around the corner. It's so
Cool.
hard to
Making sure
transfer
that
to the other guy
he gets
swinging.
Everything he can out of this round, at least he's going to be able to pick up an ult orb or 2. But G2 in firm control of the north side of this map.
Well, how do I get the spike now?
If Valen gives away a cheap one, I mean, that flash even is giving them such good information
Wow.
that Valen should be paying attention, waiting for contact here.
Worthless.
And King forced to fight a 1v4 now, down to a
Yeah.
1v3.
I mean, damage is
5
damage.
seconds left. Not much of a chance.
2
but
more
listen,
here would be
stranger
great.
things have happened.
Honestly, he could get an ult orb here, he could get a death, and then he's 1 away from being able to
Yeah,
have his
there's a
run
pretty good
online.
flash you can do through this wall.
There are ways, even if he doesn't win the clutch here, that he can still come out with a bit of a win.
Dodging the lines of util. On his way. Flash play and a peek.
Okay.
Trying to swing out and take these fights straight to them.
He did it right though.
Bit
Did
too
great
much to
damage.
overcome, though. Still, like you said, they get a kill.
Kill and a death. He's one away from Rolling Thunder. That's not too bad for LEV. That's something that they can work
It's great
with.
for them.
They've also done a bit of damage to G2's eco. But how well
C
controlled
Games
was this?
Ethan, thank you so much, Ethan.
Jorg
Appreciate the
swinging
tier 1.
a
Thank you very much,
millimetre away
mate.
from being hit by his own team's fault line. But
you for doing that,
millimetre
dude.
perfect. Yeah. And then jumping around the corner to play Jonah P in for the kill onto Demon 1. Good stuff. Both teams really close to huge ultimates.
There's a lot of
Probably gonna
people,
come
right?
online at
We've
some
got
point in this
2 people
round.
that can buy next. Everyone else can't buy
Especially
next.
to the 2 breach players. LEV looking like they want to do a fast B
Yeah,
split.
they'll just
and
go for an
only Valen is home.
insta pinch.
Very obvious take. What a util being expended out towards
And
Arcade.
Valen
Like I
is
said,
committed, and he
home,
should
but
just smoke
they're
himself.
attempting to knock on his door.
No? Okay.
This mold's now offloaded.
He's doing
Pushing
great,
him back
though.
and away. There's a molly at the feet. Not
Ooh,
enough
20
damage done prior.
HP. Got unlucky. There was no extra
Tank
bullet
just
on this.
Really brute force is the name of the game for him.
They got Armageddon online. Trent, by pushing out through Dish.
He's going to use this one straight into tower. It's a pole line as well to accompany. And Com has to contain. He's traded out eventually, but not before he did deal with 2 of
Hey,
these
nicely
players.
done.
And this is Leviathan.
Yeah, they might make this pretty close.
They've made those moves.
Good control on that arcade push.
Yeah, forcing the play out of G2.
Really nice. I mean, they are back into this game. Barring something ridiculous here in the 1v4 from LEV.
Spike planted.
Which I'm holding my breath because he has been pulling off ridiculous stuff all day.
Yeah, he's
but
been
they get the
good.
trade. And Demon 1 shuts
Yeah,
down
and
any
they
danger.
gave him
7 to
some
9.
jewels.
The gap
Okay, nicely done.
closed massively here
Two
by LEV in the
people
second
can get
half.
okay
This is
guns
what
from
we wanted to
G2.
see.
Everyone else pretty much just
Leviathan.
have to have like
Didn't want to see
not
just
much,
two
like an
one-sided
armor,
maps here.
maybe a sheriff.
Pick this map
max.
for a reason.
Oh, stunned up. What a play by
Wasn't a
Tom
tank the
2K.
guy with the stinger
His whole
incident
map.
and split? Yeah, it is the tank that you're thinking of.
It's looking good. now
That's
they've properly
still
destroyed
one of
the
my
economy for
favorite
G2.
clips.
They're going to get up to Raze ult, Sova ult.
That can't be his
How many more
legacy, man.
combos do they have? If you've got a
He'll
set
he's
play,
got he'll do
you
something
probably wanna save it until
big
round
this
18.
year.
This is just
That'll
about controlling any
that'll
potential
replace that
aggression
as
from
his
G2.
legacy, surely.
It's a flash in the face. Like you said, controlling the aggression, dominating some of these angles. Orb online, so showstopper.
Yeah, this is nice from
Just in
them.
case
Go
it does
around
get
picking up
dicey.
some
And it
orbs.
could do here at Dish.
Demon 1.
It's a tap. Yeah, Demon 1 was not
Gonna
anticipating
drop a
that. That is
gun.
fast fault line. They're wrapping onto it. Jorgmo
Jorgamo.
his
Everyone
way
else
right
from
into the
G2 is
open
like, okay, let's go
sidelines.
back, and Jorgamo's just
Out of nowhere, the danger is. You're
absolutely
like, okay,
sends
well,
it.
north side of the map, off limits.
Love this protocol. Flush out the lurker that you think is going to be on the other side.
It's so sick.
but Tex finds the jump on Jonah P.
That's so awesome, dude.
It's slow from LEV. It's controlled.
What a beast.
They're trying to minimize those win conditions for G2 here. They don't want to get upset.
He got deleted. Yeah, there's
But
3
finally
people
got a
holding
foothold
him.
back into this game. I do like the way that King calls in these situations.
Yeah, very disciplined. They don't want to let anything slip.
What's he doing? I mean, he thinks his team's fighting, so he's coming
Plan
into
two is
it.
one
He's
step
coming
closer.
in to help.
Trent will see if he can put a stop to it. But if anything else, the combo on side. Okay, I mean, listen, just the sound was enough.
Or you
but
got Trent.
what can Leaf do? Stinger in hand.
Oh, it's Leaf?
Doubled up,
Okay.
high-low.
Here we are getting tired.
Up against Rifles, Leaf would have to be Divine Intervention. I think to even stand that chance. He's going for it.
But this is not one of those winnable
cheeky
spots.
peeks.
This is
Not
not
he
one
got
of
some
those
armors.
winnable spots.
At least got 1 armor.
LEV are now in control of the game. They have that Hunter's Fury. Showstopper to work with.
Yeah, they're kind of in
Big ult on the
control.
other side, but it's the attacking team on Fracture that
kinda
needs
in
to
control
the
on
tempo.
this.
Remember what we saw on Pearl? Every time it looked like LEV was gonna come out with something from the playbook, G2 ran a fast round against them and totally disrupted the game plan. Coming out of timeouts, any eco swing round.
Yeah.
But in this attack half, too many lanes on the map, I think, for G2 to really be
We
doing
got
that.
2 great
Looks like
ults
they wanna
as
do it
well,
again, though.
and they should
Is
probably
this
try
control
use them
down
into this
towards the
one,
south
force them
side?
down to another
Fight
eco.
to be taken.
Same thing with G2, they don't want to eco,
Not
so they should
fully,
be
though,
using
not
this.
fully investing that, not throwing the breach ult in, pushing
LEV
from
opting
walls,
for
just
another
a bit
1
softer,
4.
yeah.
And that's probably one of the reasons why, after getting the kill,
Going for the peek.
they realized it was part of the normal 4-pack on Heaven here, or on North side. So they didn't want to keep going, because again, they just do 1-4 majority of the time with the 1 killing info.
Okay, breach ult. Here's the go button and an aftershock in your face. Good luck dealing
Yeah,
with
this
that.
was
The
nice
tank.
from G2. Can
Oh, Tex had a free
I was going
kill.
to say,
Went
can
back for
Tex
it,
get a
double
free
dip,
kill?
Gets
Okay.
rewarded.
Straight up and over as well.
Small comms issue there from Trent. He didn't realize that the wall had been tripped at dish.
Just waiting for these players to try and
Great
contact
trades.
back into him. Demon 1. Rapid again.
Molly.
It's time for Jorgamo to go for the rotate. He's the one
Yeah,
with the
Leaf's
showstopper.
got to
He's
do
the
it
one
all
with the
here.
power to shut down an
25
attacking
seconds.
round.
They're going into Leaf, man. He is hard committed into that corner. Not knowing where he's going to be peeked
Straight
from.
again
And a
from
delayed
Demon
peek
1.
at that. Demon 1 eventually
Jorgamo
deals
pops
with a
ult. I'm not sure he's going to
showstopper.
get anything for this.
The wall of fire and brimstone and fury
Well,
at your feet.
there's that speak.
Targets acquired. Valen left into that 1v1 versus Tex, and let's see.
Hey,
it
nicely done.
happening in
Valen
real
had his
time.
chance there to get the kill. E2,
9 to
back to
9
another
out of the
eco.
attack.
Everyone's sitting at like 3,000.
Tex has come out with the fire when Lev need it. He got them out
I mean,
to
Lev are
an
in
early
control,
beginning
no
on
doubt
Pearl.
about it.
Not that the rest of the team could really convert, but
On the
here,
easier side.
finding those important kills and
Still
winning
got
a
some
1v1
ults,
that
I
should have been
think.
so difficult. Only 25
least one
seconds
ult.
were on the clock there. Spike was down in halls. If Valen had not opened himself up to that sightline, certainly G2 had the advantage. I think that's another round that Josh, our team, will not be too happy with how G2 played that one. It's knocked them down onto an eco as well.
It's caution to the wind here for G2. Leviathan past the molly. Drone's going to be paving the way to hopefully a cleared out side. But there is one player lurking off to the side.
yet.
That timing to be taken. Valen! It's naughty, man.
Okay,
Just
now
went
that
away
is
with
a
murder
gun
there.
that they
There's
can
no
pick
follow-up.
up.
Yeah, where's the trade? Where's the spam? It feels
Ooh,
like
and
Lev
they
should
get
have been
info
able to
from
defend
this as
attack
well.
a little better in that spot.
Tex just spotting back of the heads of two of the players. Not able to do any damage, though.
Trent also took the
Yeah,
orb
well, I mean,
in
one of these
halls,
could probably
which means
take a
he's one
gamble.
away from getting Armageddon. If he does end up getting that ult online, it could be tough here for Lev to get a plant
It's
down
good from Leaf,
against
just wanting to get
orbital
info.
strike
Timing on
against
this,
Armageddon, salvos,
very nice.
And King
Oh,
does like to
okay.
call slow
Trying to
rounds.
force them, yeah.
Respect
But
the
is
play
this
here.
too
That's
obvious,
also
though?
gonna slow him
But
down.
too obvious
Well,
that he's
They're
trying
playing
to
for the clock. The clock is the win
force them into
condition
like
for
a
G2.
4-stack.
Know it.
King's got to recognize that.
Yeah, I think this is a
Slightly
good
up the
call. This is a
tempo
good
here,
calling
without
from
making
King.
too many errors.
He's just like, mate,
Players
he's
are
only
split
popping
to
this
walk across
ult
the map
because he's
right
trying to
now.
force us over
30
towards the other
seconds
side.
remaining roughly into this round to work with. Hunter's Fury trying to clear
Oh.
that way. Oh my god, he's waded right into it. Bit of flash into his face. Can he avoid most of this here? Fault line off into the corner.
20
Salvos
seconds on this one.
seeking to at least defend by a bit of time here for Leaf. Not going to be even using it for that plant denial lockdown.
Oh, they're going to have to commit before that timer goes.
It was indeed, and still sidestepping, tiptoeing
Going
into the
on.
site. Rifles in the hands of these few players. Chaos needs to be played towards Pandemonium. Maybe that can pave the way, but King sticking that plant down and it opens up these fights. Isolated.
it too.
There's no help in sight.
Dude, look at the
Armageddon now,
HPs
there
though.
is no
Dude, Trent is
sidestepping
popping
that.
everyone.
And Tex
No way,
avoiding
that's nuts
this
timing.
task.
Yeah, and they
So
get all of the
damn
guns to pick up
unfortunate.
here as well.
How have Lev let that one slip away? All of the
Yeah, I
tools
mean,
that I was
Trent.
thinking would be useful for G2.
How's
to
Trent
deny
managed to
plant.
kill 3
Salvo,
here?
It got used to try to help Leaf. Brimstone ult, it got used to try to help Leaf. And yet somehow, Trent pulls out 3 outrageous sheriff shots from Halls off the back of the space. I
Here
mean,
it is.
he's under a lot of pressure here. Even misses the stun and still picks out 3 kills to be able to make this round winnable for G2. The G2 players have been marvelous today on an individual level.
Well,
Leaf
these are good to
still
see
at the
one
top
of them.
the scoreboard, still kind of gapping the rest of them, to be honest. But they're taking a timeout here, and I think this is the right play, despite the fact
What
that
do you mean,
G2
Chad? That's
lost,
the only one you
sorry,
wanted to
won
see,
that round
right?
on the retake.
Yeah, it's queued up probably during the eco.
Yeah, it wasn't clean.
Dude,
It
straight
wasn't clean.
after
I think Josh Artin can adjust
Prius,
the game
give
plan
Prius
here.
the red card. Yeah, straight
Lev
after
need to
EMEA, it's
continue
rough.
the momentum that
It's
they
rough
had prior
going
to that
into the
round
replays
19
there.
loss. The way
We've
that
been
King
spoiled.
called, maybe just slightly too cautious, slightly too safe in that previous round. Not expecting ults to be thrown at them left, right, and center to slow down the progress on A.
Really have to be aware of it though. Stall potential when the time runs down like that. I mean, how many times it feels like since kickoff started across all the regions have we seen time become that
Watch the
factor?
poster behind the wall.
Yeah, and
It's
I
a
think
liquid
one of the
one.
reasons for that is we're seeing a
But
lot more
so
of
liquid
the
offered
breach
me
and
ones that I
Potato
could
in the fight.
get,
slows the
and
game
then
down.
it
It
looks
does.
like
And
kind of looks a
partly
little
that's
bit like
because of the
Zelda,
abilities, but partly it's because
and I was like, sure,
you're
I'll get it.
also you need to get to site quickly.
See, my spot for
But you
Americans.
don't
I
wanna
don't
make
really
too many
support
mistakes on the
anyone
way. You don't wanna
yesterday.
leave
I just
corners
watch.
unchecked.
I'm
areas
in
not
for the
clear.
good Valorant.
But you've always got that idea in the back of your mind, like,
Wait,
we
why are you
cannot
still up,
actually
dude?
run 20-second exit.
It's not- it's
because there's
crazy
so much
late.
plant denial. It does make it tough.
It's 5
That's
a.m.,
why
isn't it?
attacking ultimates like the tank's showstopper can be so important because you can just blast through an area.
Yeah, breaks the balance, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm learning to write 100 more pages yet. Yeah, my fracture one's coming in.
That timing. I think the flash is up and over the shoulder too.
True.
They walk right past. Okay, lucky.
Retrieving flash.
Good work from Leviathan, not falling into that trap. They all backed off. Survival instincts kicked in. And they got the stun out from Jonah P too. Jonah P's going to be under pressure.
Making moves. Satchel's up and over. He doesn't actually direct his gaze up and around. Spots it though. It's Jonah P lurking off to the side.
Dude, poor Jonah.
Won't be able to defend that position. Oh, now you're seeing it. That is a lot of util. Kitchen sink being.
Yeah, there's two people for G2 that can't buy next, so they have to at one point consider a save here.
Down towards drop, it rebounds the wrong way. Still the gun.
How's that happening?
How is that happening?
It's a great question, Josh. How is this
and
happening?
then they trade the low HPs, and the low HP still managed to get the kill in terms of Jorgamo. And I'm not sure the shocks were hitting. They might have been.
For the util in the post plan in that
but
spot,
how have they done that one?
LEV just died.
I've got to see that one in the replay.
I got it, yeah, I got to see Jorgamo's POV. Please don't cut this one early.
I've got to think that LEV are in a good spot.
Okay.
Especially after Jonah P's already died on site. That's a 5v3. How has it gone so wrong?
Oh, no way.
Great adjustment from Jorgamo.
Bro, these kids are brain dead.
Just out in the open.
I like that. Not afraid to dish it out.
Tanking damage.
No, and, honestly, he can talk his shit. He's at the top of the scoreboard looking like one of the best players in the world.
I mean, he's averaging, his stats at the moment are something insane. Like, he's averaging over a kill a round in 4 maps at the moment.
A lot of util being expended just to try and
that's
force
ridiculous.
Back in away here, but they're happy to wait this one out. Giving up control of this one. They want to try and play retake into it. Smokes are fading, and here it is. Okay, fast play. Pushing themselves in through the spawn, but a fault line to respond. And it's beautifully placed. G2 doing enough to slow it down.
Bro, look at him. Look at him go.
He's always there. It's a
yeah, maybe he is the best player in the world.
From behind, arcade control is his.
Might just be.
And Com, not a rifle to work with, just a judge in hand. And we've seen that gun do dirty, dirty things, but not in this spot. Planted back and away from him. Valen happily sticks it. Safety in numbers, G2 have got it. Even trying to take this gun away from him, that is brave.
I could have got a lot. Okay, three chances for G2.
Taken by Josh RT. It felt like LEV was getting back into this game.
And dude, Leaf is just absolutely farming everyone.
Whether because of the adjustments or whether because of the individual plays, and Jorg has had some, Leaf has had some. G2 are starting to create that gap again. Leaf has been amazing on defense sides, not by anchoring, but by pushing, finding the right timing to push out on defense.
It's been unreal.
Knowing that there is no Sentinel, for example.
4-hour nap, dude. That was, dude. Honestly, with how it was looking earlier, Death,
more often
that's
than not,
huge.
It's that Leaf is identifying what the state of the
I
game
thought
is.
we were going for like a 2-hour.
All-in execute and getting
2-hour
rotate
nap.
timings way earlier than expected. If you watch this guy move around on the minimap, it feels like he has the radar. It feels like he has full information about where everyone is.
It's like slime finding the food in a maze Petri dish. He just finds the gaps, man. He finds the
Get
food
unhinged for
time.
one stream. Nah,
he was doing it last year, don't get me wrong. Listen, but not to this level. It's on a different level at this point.
I think it is.
Him playing roles like Vice as well, he's not contained to an area on a Sentinel. He can lurk freely. His util stays up.
And that's
they
the
get
same,
that peace of mind.
That's the same with him playing Viper on Lotus too. He's not tethered to an area.
Yeah.
So he's just able to be so free, so
what do they got?
around the map
I mean,
in a way that Tex really couldn't as much.
Let's see what LEV want to do. They're one away from an AWP.
And Leaf's got the in-game
They're one
IQ
away
to
from
be
an
able to
AWP.
make it work.
And both of them are decent.
This is rough for Leviathan. This had to be their map. And when they won 5 rounds almost in a row to start this half,
yeah, I mean, this half looked good
back into things.
from them.
One away from a lot of big ultimates. That's information for Leaf.
Just a little bit unlucky that Leaf's doing.
Flashed up, still gets to the
I
same.
mean, he's 24. He's 24 to 14.
Drone coming
That's
out
a little bit unlucky.
Halls, didn't see too much, but Leaf is going to be coming to the rest of his team. Okay, Trent, don't over-push this. Even though your drone saw nothing, I'm not getting contact on B. They haven't committed to the B hit yet. They could be going back and re-clearing spawn. So you see Trent not make the mistake, not overstep.
Breaks it. Fault line though, Hunter's Fury on top of it, but just doing a bit of friendly fire damage. Trent
Yeah, they'll take
dodging,
that.
weaving, drifting away. It's a wasted ult
Yeah,
at
did
that.
more damage to the tank than it did anyone else.
Towards A. Is King now going to call a rehit?
Change up a wall over towards arcade.
But he's going to
3-person on site. When do they re-clear this? Wait, did he hear him running away? No, he didn't.
Not bad
Okay.
IGL in here from King. He's created a weak site.
Raid boss in heaven.
2 players home, and King
Raid boss solo on B site.
As much as the communication has been good, gaps in the planar setup, Jogmo did not know that he was open to it. Still slowed down. There's 25 seconds left here,
Oh,
Josh.
God, I'm nervous.
Still
Okay, it's all good.
trying to be that playmaker.
I was going to say,
What
what is going to get like 4?
Shoulders, this util flying forwards. Counter spam.
No, that's the spike that just went down, and then we got no smokes to cross. Oh god, it's a disaster for LEV. It's an absolute disaster. 20-second smokes, they couldn't manage to get the plant down.
Questions at the beginning of this game, Josh. Big questions. Have Leviathan been tested
Okay,
enough? G2
very nice
really
for
looking like one of the
G2.
best teams?
They look great.
Or was it just, you know, that
They look
one
great,
match that we saw? This time a bit of a larger sample.